So, Jason, what do you think of the Yankees season so far, and where do you think the Yankees finish?
Well, I don't know how to say it nicely. we, oh my gosh. I went back before we recorded this. I went back and I watched our pre-season predictions. And so to my credit, I did say in there that as long as we stayed healthy. But that's not our biggest I don't think that's our biggest problem. Yeah, losing Judge this season for most of it anyway has sucked. But I mean, coming into the season, we didn't have a left fielder. And that that has been a rotating door of like three, four guys who are average at best. Um, but up to this point, I mean, it's sad. I mean, if anybody's went on our page and read my breakdowns of series and whatnot, I mean, you can. I'm probably one of the nicer ones. If you go to a Yankees blog somewhere, there's people just ripping them. I I think at the beginning too, I was even pumping up Volpe, saying, having this young guy come up who's got all this energy. I mean, the dude is hitting just above 200 right now. I think as we're recording it, he's got a 207 batting average right now, and I just he's definitely not the next coming of Derek Jeter, like everybody was pumping him up to be. Um, let's see, Josh Donaldson. I pointed him out at the beginning of the year too, and he is hitting 142 and he's on the IL right now, and I think he's done. I think they just put him on the 60-day IL. So I think Josh Donaldson's days in pinstripes are finally over, which does not break my heart in the slightest. Um, I got a whole bunch of notes here, so let's see. Catcher. That's been the latest thing on the Yankees right now is that they're talking about they need help at catcher. No, they need help in a bunch of other spots. Catcher's one of them, but um, as of now recording this, they just put Jose Trevino on the season ending IL. So now we're down to Kyle Higashioka, and I would assume Ben Rordvit that they traded for that we've seen maybe 5 games. So currently that's our backfield backstop. Sorry, football. Um, and then the guys throwing to him. I mean, my goodness. Besides Garrett Cole, everybody else has been terrible. And to say nice, sure, Domingo Germán threw a perfect game, but other than that, the dude's 5-6 with a 4.52 ERA right now. And then Carlos Rodon, I know he's only had 3 starts since coming off the IL, but he's 0-3 in all 3 of those games with a 7.36 ERA. And actually looking at him right now, we don't have a guy besides Garrett Cole that has a 3 anything ERA. Everybody's in the 4s or 6s, or Rodon in the 7s. I mean, it's oh coming into this year, I thought Houston was our biggest problem, but no, Brian Cashman's lineup that he put on the field has been has been our biggest problem. Um, I don't think there's any saving this season. I think, and then they're talking about, let's bring Aaron Judge back. He's almost to a point where he can play. Like, why? You just signed this dude to a huge extension. He's supposed to be your face of the team for the next, handful of seasons. We're in last place in the division for the first time in over 30 years. I think 1990 is what they said. Why rush him back? So I don't rant over for now. I'm sure I'll get back into it later as we go through more on. But go ahead, Liam. Go ahead. Tell us all about how great the Royals are, buddy.
Right. I think the Yankees are bad. Royals have won 28 games. Their best hitter on the team is Freddie Fermin, who's batting 286. Everybody else is 250s or below, more or less. Bobby Witt is the one that has the most home runs, followed by Perez. They have 16 and 15 respectively. And then pitching's just atrocious. Like the Royals have Jordan Lyles, who's 1-11, Zach Greinke 1-10, and Carlos Hernandez, who's 0-6. With all of those have 5 or 6 ERAs. Even our closer has a 4.85 ERA. So it's Royals have a lot of problems, and they're not going to fix it anytime soon. So I'll get excited for another playoff run in like 2055.
Yeah. Phillies are doing not bad. Not as bad as obviously the Yankees or the Royals, but you know, a lot of players have been underwhelming this year. I will say that. JT Realmuto has been playing solid. I'll give him that. Trey Turner has been really underwhelming. I thought maybe from the World Baseball Classic he was gonna lead into a really good year for us, and we were gonna be a really good team. But this is how the Phillies start every single year. We started off bad, and then we end up winning a bunch of games, and then we end up making the playoffs and making a playoff run. I feel like I've seen this stat, I feel like the last 3, 4 years, ever since Bryce Harper joined the team, where we'll get to a point in the season where fans are saying, like, oh, this is the record we had for the last two World Series that we won. And it's like, okay, yay, but like, we still have to play the rest of the season. Um, Nick Castellanos and Brandon Marsh, they've been they've been doing well. I mean, and they haven't played terrible. Nick Castellanos, I feel like is playing better this year than he was last year. Um, I want a quick rant about Bryce Harper, not about him playing first base, but from 3 nights ago when he just check swinged at every single pitch that ended up being trending on Twitter. He didn't even try swinging. If you're hurt, go like sit out. I don't care. Try and get healthy for a playoff run. I don't care. Don't try to hurt yourself over one game. I heard someone say he was sick. I didn't know if it was he was sick or injured, so it doesn't matter to me. Um, if you're sick, just I mean, be honest and just I'd rather him step away than check swing the entire at bat. That was horrendous. That was horrible to watch, but made up for it by playing first base yesterday and had one of the better plays from yesterday, having some diving catch towards the side. Don't get hurt now. He's trying way too much right now. We need you for the playoffs, not well, I don't care if you're not here tomorrow, I don't care. But we need you for the playoffs. Um, Yohan Rojas has looked really exciting. A lot of Phillies fans, a lot of Philadelphia uh love seeing him. I think he has a lot of potential. He's great on defense. He's probably just gotta do better up at bat. Um, in terms of pitching, I mean, Aaron Nola is at the butt end of every single joke of Philadelphia sports right now. I don't know why people are people bash him a lot. I understand. He's just been underwhelming. He hasn't been awful, but he has just been really underwhelming. Zach Wheeler is outplaying him. To Juan Walker has been outplaying him. Both of them have been doing fantastic jobs. Um, this is one of the better years for relievers too, with Craig Kimbrell. I I love that we have Craig Kimbrell. When I remember a couple years ago when people were making fun of him with arm, he was going like this the whole. Oh, that was awesome. Uh, I'm glad that he's on the team. He's been good. Matt Strom and Andrew Vasquez. It has been one of the better years for relievers for Philadelphia. I'm not saying it's great, but the last couple years have been really bad. If Aaron, I think at the center of this all, if Aaron Nola can get better or just somewhat better, play average. That's all. That's all. Um, then I feel more confident going into the playoffs. That's if we make the playoffs. I'm not gonna be. I mean, there's no way we don't make the playoffs, right? and this is gonna be a meme in in a couple months when they don't. But I don't know. I'm just worried about Bryce Harper. I'm he's just Bryce needs to focus on the long-term effects of his injuries and his health rather than the short term and trying to win the next game. I'm like I if he was healthy, yeah, worry about the next game, but not not right now. Focus on your health. Um, I do want to go back to the perfect game. That was fun to watch. I watched the end of that. I don't know if you caught the end of that game. Um, I know you were busy, but what did you think about the perfect game, Jason?
I mean, it's awesome to see. I mean, yeah, I didn't get to catch it live, but um, yeah, I mean, it's another name in Yankee history for sure. Um, uh, for once, the defense showed up the whole game too, so that was a plus. Volpe looked, that game he did look like Derek Jeter, sliding all over the place, diving for stuff. So I mean, um, and that's always been the thing in New York talk, circles or whatnot, that if Germán can, consistently throw, he'd be one of the best in the league. But you'll get a game like that where he's unhittable, but yet if you turn around and look at his ERA on the season, it's in the fours. So that night was a great night. The rest of the nights throughout the season have been, few and far. So,
Yeah, well, now you got another Hall of Famer on the Yankees.
oh yeah, I retire his number now, man. Let's go.
Yeah, Yankees are not going to have enough numbers by like the year 2050 at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Apparently, at this
Um,
rate, all you gotta do is just show up.
oh yeah.